Okay. Yeah, you know, this is really odd. This picture isn't loading.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, welcome back to my Facebook page. I'm going to see if this is loading, because right now it's not. Vicky is joining us. Here we are. Vicky Tsai from Tatcha is joining us. Hi, honey.
Hi, I'm so excited to be with you.
So good to see you.
Thanks for
But I
having
just realized
me.
that's showing. Okay, gonna be modest here. Sorry about that. That was just really a way to start out with too much information for the entire evening, but what are you going to do? So Vicky's joining us tonight, and I do want to tell you she does have something special for you, and we're going to discuss that more toward the end of this hour.
Yes.
Because otherwise, you wouldn't pay any attention to what we were saying.
Stay
So
with
it's a little something special that I think you're really going to love, and it's going to be coming up toward the end of the hour. But Vicky, of course, is the founder of Tatcha, and she joined us for a chat before, and it was very, very popular. And a lot of you said we didn't really get a chance to ask all of our questions, and there's so many things we need to know. So I was so excited that Vicky decided to come back today. And you must be exhausted because you had the longest day yesterday.
If I look a little beat up, I didn't sleep for 30 hours, but it was all worth it.
I know, it was so funny. She goes, you know, by the end of the day, I couldn't even smile. I just noticed that I was looking like this. And I thought, what do they think this looks like? This is all I can do right now. But you're just so exhausted by the end of the day.
What is your secret for smiling so long?
Well, it helps if you're nuts, you know, and a lot of caffeine. A lot of caffeine.
Yeah, towards the end of yesterday's TSV, I noticed my smile looked a lot like this.
I'm going to turn down the volume. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Oh, by the way, I wanted to say hi to Kathy and Janie. Albany. Hey, girlfriend.
Our Albany?
Yeah.
Albany!
I like to say we're twins, but I think it's quite obvious, unfortunately for me, that we're not. I would like to be her twin, but that's just not going to happen. So very quickly, one of the things I wanted to tell you, and we're going to tell you this again later on, because it applies to something coming up in April.
Okay.
Because someone is asking right now, and I'm looking at, you're wearing Belinda Rivera, said, love the red lip. Now that red lip is kind of iconic to your line, right?
It is. We made it actually for Chloe Sevigny about a year ago, and it was supposed to be limited edition, and we made enough for what we thought would last 6 months, and it sold out. Half of it was gone within a day, and the rest of it sold out in a few days. So we tried to bring it back for Christmas,
right?
And we thought we had a few months worth,
right?
And then it sold out again in I think about a week. So we're going to bring it back in April, but I want to make sure that you guys are the first to get it.
So just remember, keep an eye on the Facebook page and on the website. And if you're on the email, if you go to my website and sign up for the beauty sweepstakes, then you had your volume on too. What is it with us tonight, Katie? If you go to my website, lisarobertson.com, and you sign up for the beauty sweepstakes, that's your email, and you'll be on the email list, so we'll let you know when that's coming in. But there are going to be a lot of things that email list is going to let you know that you're not going to know otherwise, which is going to be awesome. So very quickly, speaking of the beauty giveaway, it just started today. It is, in reality, in my opinion, the best beauty giveaway we've done. And I know that we haven't done a lot, but this one is ridiculous.
Looks amazing.
And one of the things that's funny is Katie tries to sneak in things out of my personal stash and put them in the beauty giveaway. She has been successful at this a number of times, and I was very unhappy when I realized that the Hydra Shield was in the last one. And then this one, I said, wait a minute, Katie, do my eyes deceive me, or is that the Tatcha Camellia Cleansing Oil with the polishing enzyme powder? She said, okay, look, you have plenty. Okay, Miss Hoarder, you have plenty. And these are good sizes, but they are technically travel sizes, and you need to sometimes give up some of your favorite things. So those are two of the things in the beauty sweepstakes that's on my page right now. And I know that you were talking about this all day yesterday, but very quickly, I think, yesterday was great. If you already know you love Tatcha and you want to stock up. But I think a lot of people haven't really tried Tatcha. So again, if you get that beauty sweepstakes, then you're going to get a good amount of the cleanser and that polishing powder, which is a great way to try it. And those are two of your most iconic.
Absolutely. I always recommend starting with those.
Yes.
Somebody said, and where is the fresh cream, Katie? Help.
Okay, sorry. That was me horse laughing. And the reason for that is that Katie is behind the phone laughing, and she's reading out loud to me that one of you said, and Katie, where's the fresh cream? Okay, honestly, I make her put that in a separate area. And she looked at me the other day, she said, "Are you serious that I cannot put any fresh cream in here?" I said, "But that's my fresh cream." She said, "You can't use this much in a lifetime." I said, "Is that a dare?" Because I think I can. So she's always trying to sneak things in that are my favorite things. Like, you know, some pieces from Dr. Dennis or the Wen cleanser or my amazing cleansing oil and polishing powder or the fresh cream from Philosophy. That's very funny that they said that. That's so one of the things I wanted to kind of start talking about a few things with Vicky. And one of them is that we just went through red carpet season. And red carpet beauty was a really, really big emphasis, obviously. And I know that a lot of the people whose face is their brand love your skincare and love the whole Tatcha line. And one of the reasons I know that is because the first time that Katie came on QVC, that Vicky came on QVC, everything sold out. And it sold out really fast, and then we had this really long wait list, and it sold out in the few very, very high-end stores that carried it. And you had celebrities calling you.
We did.
At home.
Then when we didn't have it, because you had sold it all out, and I said, "I'm so sorry, we don't have it," they were not happy.
Yeah, they said things like, "Do you know who I am?"
I was like, "I don't have it."
Yeah, it's my company, I don't have it. But when it comes to red carpet beauty, what are some of the things that are very popular from your line when it comes to red carpet, the makeup artists that work with the celebrities and the celebrities themselves?
That's a great question. There's a couple things. One is that a lot of the people on the red carpet, including kind of people like us who are just traveling and working all the time, they're dehydrated from being on planes. Planes just pull all the moisture out of your skin.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, and in order for makeup to look great, your skin has to be as hydrated as possible. The easiest way to do that is with a sheet mask. The reason that works is because your skin is always in competition with the air. And so when you put a serum on or a cream on, unless it's very thick, a lot of it will evaporate quickly, you know, the water in there because of the air, and your skin can only hold on to so much. When you use a sheet mask, what it does is it holds everything in, and it gives your skin the luxury of time to drink in all the moisture. So then when your skin is really plump and super hydrated, it has a natural glow and everything glides on a little bit better. So then makeup goes on. So sheet masks are kind of the biggest Hollywood secret that I know about.
And also when you look at some of the visual signs of aging in your skin, that can be dryness.
Yes.
So it is something that, red carpet or not, if you think that your skin is looking a little older than you would like it to, anything that pumps hydration into your skin is a really, really great way to go. So that hydration mask, very, very popular. And very quickly, and we're going to go all over it tonight because we can. One of the things we were talking about is that different masks do different things. And I think some people think a mask is a mask, but there are a million different functions that masks do, and this one is specifically for hydration, right?
Exactly. So usually in this country, when we think about masks, we think about jar masks. So
Right,
things
and
that
that-
have clay, things that are meant to draw things out of your skin.
Right, and those are great, but a different purpose.
Yeah, it's totally different. A sheet mask, the purpose is to get things into your skin, to plump the skin, to have a lot of water go in so that you're holding it in. In fact, I have a sheet mask here if you'd like.
Do you ever do one and then the other? Do you ever do one that pulls everything out and then one that puts everything in? Is that like your own at-home facial?
That's a great question. I've never tried
Let's try that.
We should totally try that.
We're going to try
Which
that.
one? I actually have
That'll
a sheet
be
mask
an
here.
at-home thing.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah. How does that work?
Okay, this is a sheet mask. And this is a shot glass because I have to, there's so much serum in there that
Where
I
did that shot glass come from?
No, I just have shot glass will travel.
Craziest thing, I just had this shot glass sitting around and I thought to myself,
Mommy had
hey.
a long day yesterday. So I poured out the extra serum because any one of these has 20 milliliters of serum, which is which is almost like half of what is in a typical full-size serum. So that's a lot of serum. What do you do with this extra?
Yeah.
What I tend to do is put all over my neck and my chest and like just all over, so you get that glow all over.
Don't waste it.
So that's the extra serum, but it's still, this is fully saturated. And I'm going to show you just so you know what a sheet mask is, because it's still pretty new here, but in Asia they have entire stores dedicated to masks. And not all masks are equal. I don't actually like paper ones because they slide
I forgot to grab
all over the place. Okay, so this is actually made out of gel, and the gel is made out of a coconut. One coconut makes one sheet mask. Yeah, they take the coconut juice and they ferment it for 6 to 8 weeks. And that's how you get the gel. So this particular one, we call it the Deep Hydration Lifting Sheet Mask because it makes your skin deeply hydrated and lifted looking. And it has 3 layers. And one of the layers is mesh. 2 layers are mesh. So what you do is you unfold it and you take off a mesh layer.
Okay.
And then the gel side that's not mesh. All right, everybody. I've always wanted to do this on TV. Okay. So you put it right on like this.
Don't fall asleep on me. I know you're tired.
Oh, I'm going to be so hydrated. And then typically you do this on clean skin. And I will not lie. I have makeup on right now. Typically, I'll also do this with a mirror. Oh, here we go. Alrighty. You take off the other mask. Okay. So many people are going to ask me out after this because I'm gonna look awesome.
You're too sexy for your mask.
I am too
I've
sexy
been meaning
for my
to tell
mask.
you that.
And so this is what it looks like. Very sexy. You scare small children or husbands with this. But see how it's made out of this gel? Mm-hmm. And then it's infused with that serum. And you wear this for 15 minutes. It's a little bit low on me now because I don't have a mirror. I could make breakfast. Mm-hmm. I could tap out emails. I could do a backflip, and it's not going anywhere. See that? Because normally with masks, it's annoying because you can't go anywhere.
Right.
And it's also not dripping.
Yeah.
15 minutes, and what we found in clinical studies for this serum, because it has this red algae from Okinawa, and you just throw it away. Mm-hmm. You don't rinse it, though, because you want to keep all the goodness. You just put on any treatment product after that. So it will actually almost triple the moisture of the skin in 15 minutes.
Wow.
And we actually call it like our water Botox mask because your skin is so plump with water after that, it's kind of hard to smile. But that's the biggest red carpet secret.
Because that is one of the most important things. If your skin is really hydrated, not oily, and there's a difference. If your skin is hydrated, it automatically makes you look younger. And as we age, our skin naturally becomes more dry, which is very, very frustrating. So that is a huge red carpet secret. Obviously, if you want to get one of those masks, they're on Tatcha website.
Yeah.
Just to let you know.
Am I looking very glowy now? Are my eyebrows all crazy?
Oh, by the way, there's something that we're telling you about later in this little chat. Might be something that you might want to use when you're getting a mask.
Yes. We have a little surprise for you guys at the end.
Are you getting it?
Oh, another
ESP?
another red carpet secret.
Yes.
Misting. So what happens is when they put on all that makeup, so you've got contouring, you've got foundation, concealer, you have to powder it down.
Right.
So it doesn't move. But the problem is when you powder things down, you often lose the natural luster of skin.
Yeah, and
which
it starts
can
to
look very
look
aging. Yeah. So what I learned from the geisha and what we do is we mist on top of it. Now, typically hydrating mists are a lot of alcohol and water. So they flash off really quickly and they can actually dry out the skin.
Yeah, I was going to say alcohol is not going to be hydrating.
Yeah, but if the concentration's too high, a little bit's fine. Lots not so good. This is actually liquid moisturizer. So the silk cream that you might have seen yesterday.
A lot of you are probably familiar with this. People do it with water, but water is again going to evaporate very quickly.
Just flashes off.
If you like the concept, but you'd like to get a lot more bang for your buck.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a liquid moisturizer. And that's why if you flip it upside down, it's almost like the color of cream. And then it has a perfume mister. I don't need any more glow right now, but if I did, do you want some glow?
Yeah.
See how fine that is? Just feels good. And so
that's really fine.
It's a perfume mister.
Yeah.
But it gives your skin that natural, beautiful glow. And then it takes all of the dullness away that a powder will put on.
But it doesn't mess up your makeup.
Doesn't mess up your makeup.
That's the kind of thing that's perfect if you're on a plane.
Yes.
So a lot of the red carpet that we're talking about is also going to translate to travel. So both of the things that we've talked about so far, the mask is great for travel and great for red carpet.
A lot of people wear that mask on airplanes. I think it would make you a weird seatmate, but that's totally fine.
But if you want to make sure the person next to you doesn't talk to you throughout the entire flight,
put the mask on. It's pretty great. And then finally, there's the blotting papers.
We haven't blotted.
No, I just put a mask on, so I'm going to look really crazy.
Well, I was going to say, do you want to wait a minute?
No, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Because we are very ladylike, and we always start out with the blotting. This
go.
one is seriously brand new. I haven't had a brand new one because we're
always using them.
I know, I
do.
do. Thank you. I hate to mess up anybody else's stuff. Yeah. So these blotting papers are one of the first things that I ever used from Tatcha. And it was before you were offering them on QVC, and I just loved them.
I love it.
So these have little gold. And this is instead of powdering, because if you powder, then you have layer, and then it makes your wrinkles look deeper.
Yeah. True story. So you powder. Oh, I love. Oh, I think that we look perfect for the red carpet now.
I think this is going to be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a tip and trick with this one, actually. You don't have to have oily skin for this to be beneficial. The makeup artist taught me this one. I didn't realize. So most makeup, foundations, concealers, anything that's not pure powder, it has oil in there, and it's a carrier oil. So the purpose of that carrier oil is to help spread the pigment of makeup wherever you wanted it on the face.
Oh.
The challenge is when you start layering makeup, have you ever had it where it starts kind of mixing together, or you put it on in the morning, it was pink and it sort of looks orange by the end of the day?
Yeah.
It's because of all the layers of oil that are starting to mix together in the makeup.
Oh.
And then also it's why when you put on layers of makeup, it starts looking cakey. So what makeup artists do is every time they put down the layer of makeup, so whether it's a concealer or a foundation, after you put it on, they rub this, or they put like this around either a puff or a beauty blender, and they go and they roll over the makeup with each layer. So what happens is it takes off the carrier oil and it leaves just with the pigment behind, so you can build without building weight on the skin. And that's why you can get those really tight pictures.
That.
Yeah.
I like that.
Isn't that funny?
Especially under the eyes.
Under the eyes.
Yeah,
and
I think that's the biggest challenge.
That's a big one. That's a really big one. So even if you have dry skin, this is great for applying makeup if you want to get that really natural look.
Very, very cool. Yeah. Loving that. So, and I think the mist is something that we haven't really heard you talk about a lot.
Funny? It's actually one of our #1 items.
Wow.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. And then the blotting papers we always talk about because we love them. But I'm not sure that there's something we've really given a lot of time to. So, okay, that was, I was seeing a few minutes ago with me had blotting paper stuck on my face. That is.
Yeah, that yours is really behind. I'm not sure.
I don't know, it's pretty funny though. Okay, so I'm going to try to make this work, and it's not. Just to let you know. Yeah, it's not working. Oh, Mary Lou said that she loves the fact we're both demonstrating some of the products.
Thanks, Mary.
Anything for you. Anything for you.
Anything you want.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if Katie can. I'm always afraid to mess with it because I'll completely mess it up and then it'll never be right again. What are you gonna do on that one? So one of the things too that I think a lot of people aren't familiar with is, let's go back over a basic skincare routine.
Yeah.
So if someone isn't really sure about what they're using, they want to try something new, they're not really sure about anything. Maybe they want to start trying Tantra. What's the basic routine?
The basics. The basics that I learned from the geisha are the opposite of what I grew up doing here. Totally opposite. So I grew up here learning 1, 2, 3. So you use a soap with foaming bubbles, and then maybe afterwards you might feel a little dry. And then you use a toner with alcohol in it, and you feel maybe a bit more dry. And then you think, I have dry, sensitive skin, so you use a rich moisturizer.
Yep.
Sometimes then it feels a little bit heavy, and then you break out. And then you think, oh no, why do I have dry, sensitive skin and have breakouts?
Right.
And it's this kind of crazy cycle that I got into, and I think a lot of people get into here. What geisha do, and what they often do in Asia, is quite opposite. So first they cleanse with oil. So it's the opposite of here, and that sounds crazy, especially if you have oily skin, but I promise it's not.
And it's not just any oil. I think one of the things that's important to know is that I think because of the popularity of your Camellia cleansing oil, then a lot of people are going, oh, wait, I have an oil. But they're not all the same.
Yeah, I personally don't love putting oils on my face that are comedogenic. So that's the biggest thing, especially since I have oily skin.
And comedogenic meaning?
Oh, thank you. Comedogenic means that it's likely to break you out. While there are a number of beautiful oils out there that are not comedogenic, and then the key is to find one that does not leave an oily residue.
Right.
Because that's just gross, and then you have to do a double cleanse, which is an extra step. So
Right.
Cleansing oil, the reason it works so well is because like dissolves like. And so SPF has oils in it. All of our makeup has oils in it. If you have oily skin, you have sebum on your skin. So it's a great way to bring your skin back to neutral without ever stripping it of essential moisture. And as we get older, it's hard to develop enough moisture for the skin.
Right.
So the first thing is purifying the skin, and it's with a cleansing oil. The second step that they do that I never thought of is daily exfoliation. But they don't do it the way you did. I grew up with the scrubs.
Harsh.
The things with the nut husks, or even things with salicylic acid.
And those are harsh.
Yeah, and you want to avoid salicylic acid if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. So what they do is they polish their skin every day like a jewel, and they never use anything that's going to scratch. They always use enzymes, rice enzymes, crushed pearls, but pearl powder, nothing with grains.
Right.
Papaya enzymes, and there's a lot of great exfoliants out there that have these ingredients. Ours has it's a powder, and then it turns into a water, and so you have this daily polishing. And when you do these two things together, your skin doesn't have debris left on it, so anything that you
Right.
put on after is going to be able to penetrate better.
And one of the things, and then we're going to get to some of your questions, because you have good questions, I swear. We're going to get to your questions. Let me make sure. Boy, I just talk a lot. occupational hazard. But one of the things that I think a lot of people don't realize is the importance of cleansing. And I think in this country, we've put a lot more emphasis on treatments and moisturizers.
Yes.
And cleansing is so important because if you think about the pores of your skin, and if you keep just, I mean, the day-to-day gook and grime and pollution and dirt, and then you have makeup in there, and then maybe the stuff you're using on your skin, you're putting more of that in there. And if you don't have something that's really getting it out, then it's like a balloon. And you keep filling it with more water.
Yes.
And then you wonder why your balloon, which is your pore, is looking bigger, which then your pores start to look larger, then you start to see your pores, then your makeup isn't smooth, and it makes you look older. It's very frustrating. Some people are just naturally prone to larger pores. I think it's something everybody struggles with at some point. But if you have a cleanser that really gets that out, not in a stripping way, but really gets it out, then that's the first step. It's a really important step.
It's so true. Yeah. And the good news is with that daily polishing we were talking about, in addition to the cleansing oil, so the cleansing oil is going to melt everything away, just melt everything that's stuck in their way. But then the enzyme powder, we did both clinical and consumer use studies, and it actually tightens pores. It makes them smaller. In fact, 90% of people in 2 weeks saw tighter pores with the enzyme powder. I always thought until all of this that you couldn't make pores smaller. Turns out you can.
I didn't know that it did that. I just know I liked it.
Yeah.
I didn't know it did that.
Isn't that fun?
Wow.
And that's a big red carpet secret too. And then also a secret for the changing spring season is, in addition to your treatments going on more deeply when you have exfoliated and purified your skin, when you put on makeup and you have freshly polished and pure skin, everything glides on so much better too.
Yeah. Because you want a soft, pretty look. So I think as we're going from winter into spring, because I mean, I already use the cleansing oil and the polishing powder every day. Is there anything we should be doing differently coming out of winter and into spring for our skin?
I think one of the biggest things, so winter skin is often very dry because you've been either in the heat or it's so cold outside, so exfoliation is going to do a great job of that. And then using something like a sheet mask just replenishes the water in the skin so that you've kind of taken it back to neutral. Then you're thinking about what are you going to be exposing your skin to in the spring, summer months. And oftentimes it's sun. I get a lot of questions about sunspots. If you guys are curious about it, I'm happy to explain.
Could you do that? Because it is one of those things that, you know, again, there are different formats that have different rules. This is just a live video chat. So we can really talk about kind of whatever we want to talk about right now. But I think a lot of women have questions about sunspots.
Okay. So there's different kinds of spots in the skin, but sunspots are pretty easy to understand. If you think about your skin as the ceiling right here, when it detects UV coming in, it wants to protect the cells. And so it throws up an umbrella to protect itself. And the factory that makes those umbrellas is called a melanocyte. And the umbrella is called melanin. And it's supposed to just throw up a little bit and an even coating of it to kind of coat the inside of this ceiling so that when the sun comes in, everything in here is protected. The problem is when you get too much sun, or as you get older, these melanocytes get confused. And instead of just throwing up one umbrella to give you that even kind of protection, it keeps throwing them up. So then you have this column of umbrellas that are stuck. So optically then, when you look down, instead of seeing just a tan or just a slightly darker color, you see a spot. So that spot is a column of melanin that has been stuck. So in order to get rid of an age spot... I never
thought of it as a column. That's interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So in order to get rid of a sunspot, there's a couple things you have to do. One is you have to tell the melanocyte, the factory that was making that melanin, you're not under attack, it's okay, calm down. So that's one thing. And there's some actives that can help do that, regulate the melanocyte. And then the existing melanin that's up now, it's stuck in layers of skin. So once they're out, they're out. The only way to really get rid of it is to exfoliate. And so that daily exfoliation too, in addition to pore size and smoothing the skin, you're going to speed away the rate of desquamation, which is the rate of getting rid of dead skin cells, so that you can kind of get rid of that column and then also tell the melanocyte, don't keep setting these up. Now, so there's brightening serums and brightening products that help with that. I recommend staying away from things with hydroquinone. They're relooking at that in Europe because it's a suspected carcinogen, and it's one of the most popular here.
Because it's monographed by the FDA.
Yes, yes, yes. So that's one I personally, especially because when I formulated everything, I was pregnant, and so I was super sensitive to ingredients. There are natural ingredients that are brightening, Vitamin C is very brightening, for example. It tends to be unstable when you formulate with it, so you just have to find a stable one. Licorice is brightening. Mulberry is brightening, but don't use it in too high dosages because it can be cause depigmentation. So you want to be careful with these things. The best thing that you can do also is to use sun protection, so SPF. Yeah. Do know that even the best brighteners that are in the market, even the best ones, you can undo a month of the benefit of a brightening serum with 10 minutes in the sun. That's how powerful the sun is. So, parasols are very chic.
So depressing.
Parasols are so chic.
They are.
Hats, so chic.
Yeah.
There's no protection you're going to get better than that kind of physical protection.
And one of the things we were talking about earlier, too, is that, you know, I tend to use some pieces from different lines. Mm-hmm. I've kind of found my own mix that works for me. And you were talking about how when you formulated your line, mm-hmm. that you know that some people are going to use the whole line and some people are going to use pieces.
Yeah.
And so each piece is made to really give you a benefit, even if you're mixing and matching it.
Yeah. I think that everybody's skin is very dynamic. And if you find something that's working for you, I think that's wonderful. I don't believe that there's any one where you have to use a complete ritual if you have other things that you love. We did develop ours to work synergistically together, but they also match really well with other people's collections as well. Yeah.
Because I have to say that cleanser and powder go with anything. Okay, very quick, I want to remind you that Vicky does have a special offer just for us. That we're going to be talking about toward the end of the chat, so make sure and stay tuned for that. Lisa Payne Morley was talking about how she loves the way that you're describing things in layman's terms. I do too, Lisa.
Oh,
I agree.
How I think.
Lisa Fernez wants to know if we can put some of your tips in a blog.
Oh, that's a great one. I'd love to.
Absolutely.
Tell me what questions you want. I'd be happy to answer.
So you know what we'll do is at another time we'll post. I'll do a post, and you can all put the questions on that post as a response, and then Vicky will be able to just look at them and put them in a blog.
Absolutely. We also have our own in-house R&D team. They're called Plancha Institute, and they spend about 30% of their time teaching, traveling the world and teaching. And so,
it's so funny because I have to say, I saw a picture one time when you were in a meeting and your team, and they were just like,
I drive them crazy.
They looked despondent. It's like, what are you doing to them? And they just said, well, we were asking if they could do blah, 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 blah. And their response was, I might as well try to learn to fly.
They are
hysterical.
Wonderful.
No, they were great, but you could tell how seriously they take it.
They're our sunscreen. I was so weird about the sunscreen because I don't like nanotechnology.
Okay.
I'm very sensitive to which UV absorbers we're putting in there. I wanted broad spectrum. I don't want something that's going to degrade in the sun, and a lot of SPF ingredients degrade in the sun, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I told them I needed something that was healthy for the skin, not degrade in the sun. I also wanted to tighten pores, and I also wanted to feel like I'm not wearing anything because I don't want it to feel greasy and heavy. So ideally, it would feel like silk. And one of our scientists, Nakamura-san, the poor thing, it took him over 100 tries in 4 years. I think he almost left me over that one. I love you.
And he figured it out?
He figured it out, but he almost left me over that one.
Wait, okay, and what is that called?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's called the Silken Pore Perfecting Sunscreen, and it's made with silk extract and something called...
Is it a powder or a liquid? Or?
It's like a cream SPF, like a normal SPF.
Oh, wow.
Also, it has something in there called Japanese Wild Rose, which has efficacy on pore size as well.
Very nice.
Fun.
Okay, one more time. It's called?
The Silken Pore Perfecting Sunscreen.
Again, wait to go to the Tatcha website until after this chat because we're going to be talking about a little something that you may want to incorporate when you're ordering. All right. Ellen said she missed most of this, but she'll try to catch up. Ellen, after every one of these chats, it stays on my page as a video, and it's also on my YouTube channel, by the way, so if you ever miss any of it. Soraya was wondering what under-eye concealer you like.
Oh, that's a really good question. Generally speaking, I love Bare Essentials everything. I love, 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 love Bare Essentials. Summer Bisque, I think, is a great one.
I use that over my under-eye concealer.
I love it. I haven't found anything like that.
It's amazing.
It really is.
And it's SPF.
Yes, I love it. And then when you put the mist on it, if you're the type of person who finds that powders can make you look a little, they're like kind of a perfect marriage together.
Perfect. Christian was saying what would be a first thing to use, and I'm going to jump in ahead of the line and say that I think that the really best first thing to use is the Camellia cleansing oil and the polishing powder.
Yeah, it's the way to go.
I mean, those really made a difference in my skin when I started using them,
beautiful.
and I love them. And again, don't go order them on the Tatcha website now. Wait until the end, because there's going to be a little something that I think you're going to like.
I'm just always happy when people can find out that the least expensive parts of a ritual and the things that you're already doing no matter what can be the things that are most impactful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Denise was saying, I mix the cleansing oil with the rice powder, and she makes a lovely face scrub.
That is so smart. A lot of people do that. You know who does that? Facialists. We have one of the top facials at the Ritz in Half Moon Bay, and they do that there too. So at night, I use a cleansing oil first to take off my makeup, and then the enzyme powder. In the morning, I mix them in my hand, and I make a gommage. I take it in the shower with me and everywhere.
Oh. Once again, Liz was asking if you have an SPF. So just what's the name of that again?
Silken Pore Perfecting SPF.
Excellent.
35 PA+++. Broad spectrum.
Sharon said this is the best reception ever. And Sharon, I'm so happy about that. We didn't do anything differently, so I'm not really sure why it is, but I'm very happy. We've tried a million things to try to get that to go well. Again, if you want to order anything from Tatcha, wait till the end of this chat, because we're going to have something that will be helpful, and I think you'll really, really like it. Any tips for under-eye dark circles?
Oh, that's one of my favorite questions. I travel a lot, and my daughter, who's now 6, was born the day that we launched into retail. So sleep is one thing I never get enough of, and I get really dark circles. There's a couple things that can cause dark circles. One is lack of sleep. 2, it's sometimes genetic, and the skin is very thin there. Sometimes it's also that you just need a little bit of massage for the drainage, because it's kind of pooling there. So
Don't you have a...
Oh, the massage one? That's a good one. Yeah. So there's a few things. We have an eye cream that I'm absolutely over the moon about. I think it's our great unsung hero.
Is that something we're going to be talking about a little bit later?
There might be a surprise with it later on. This is the night eye cream. So we just introduced a serum that's for the day. It's very light, but this is the one for at night. It has a texture of ice cream.
Oh, that's nice. Well, you don't need much.
No, it lasts way too long. I made a mistake. This is going to last a year. It's
Bad
a
business
problem.
decision, Vicky.
It was way too long.
Oops.
But you use almost none of it. You use like this, so you can see I barely touched it.
Right.
And then it is so beautifully comforting and nourishing for the eye. But it has in there peony extracts and honeysuckle extracts. These are things that geisha used to drink as teas because they have microcirculation benefits.
And this has a different, when it goes on, it has a very different hand than most very emollient eye moisturizers.
Totally.
So if that's something that you're looking for, if you're saying, oh, I'm having a hard time putting my makeup on over my eye cream, that's it's slipping and sliding, there's too much going on.
Yeah.
I would try this. I know you said it's for night, but I think a lot of them are going to love that for the day.
You know what? At night, I put it on almost like a mask, all over, top, down, bottom, down to my orbital bone. In the morning, because I wear makeup, and I'm Asian, so it's kind of hard to do the top eye makeup, I only put on the bottom, and then I do the eye serum all over.
Got ya.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But so that's good for dark circles. Also, massage. There's a couple things that you can do for massage. The one easy way is, frankly, to take a spoon, put it in the refrigerator, and in the morning when your skin is still wet from any moisturizers, you can give yourself a little massage, just a few circles around the eye.
So do you go this direction, or do you go this direction? Do you go in and down, or in and up?
The rule of thumb in general with massage is always away from the face to drain.
Okay. So you're going to go here.
Yeah, and the only thing that you don't ever want to do when you massage is pull straight down on the face, because gravity pulls down all day. So it's always kind of
you would put something
away.
Slippery, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
So you don't want to pull your skin, so put something very slippery
Yeah.
on there, and then you're going to massage over, and then it'll just slip.
Exactly.
The spoon will slip.
And if you want to be a little fancier, we have something called the Akari Gold Massager. It's a thermal core, and it's shaped like a little baton almost. And then it's wrapped in 24-karat gold, and what it does is it allows you to heat it up or cool it down. So you can use it 2 ways. If you want to use it warm, which is going to really help with drainage, excuse me, you put in a cup of hot water, and after about 5 minutes, it's going to hold the heat, and you can give yourself...
You've been doing a lot of talking lately. Feel free
I
to
know,
take a drink.
from yesterday. Thank you.
I know. I texted her today at 3 o'clock. I said, "Are you up yet? Are you rested?"
I'm like, Johnny Five alive. You can do that. It's going to help with drainage. So you can do it warm. And then cold, the same thing. You can do it warm and cold. My mother had an unfortunate little biking accident recently. Oh. I took her biking, and she went over the handlebars. Sorry, Mom. And she got these 2 black eyes because she was wearing sunglasses. And so her eyes were black and blue and swollen.
Yeah.
And so if you're talking about dark circles, that's kind of like the real dark circle.
Right.
She used this, and she kind of only did it on like one side of her face because she was right-handed and she was tired. And the next day, one, and the other one was not. And so it really, 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 truly expedited the healing process there. I took pictures, but she made me promise to never show anybody.
I think that's a reasonable request. And there are a lot of reasons you can have swelling. It can be, sometimes if you have a little bit of a food allergy, it can be seasonal allergies. It can be, a lot of things can give you that little bit of, where you just wake up. And I always joke because when you're younger, you say, "Oh, I'm having a bad hair day." And when you're older, you go, "I'm having a bad face day." I have my face today. Because your face really changes from day to day sometimes when you're older. And sometimes you think, "I slept 8 hours. I look like I got hit by a bus. What happened?" And sometimes it's just that you're a little swollen for some reason. So
nothing a little massage and a little bit of TLC can't do.
I've been hoping that I would come to a point in my life where I could afford to hire someone full time just to hang out at my house and give me a massage whenever I wanted one. But that's not happening. So I'll stick with a spoon around my eyes.
In LA, we have a facialist who's amazing. Her name is Yolanda. She works on the top celebrities out there. But you know what she does?
What?
She comes to your house and she'll do it in your bed.
Get out!
Yes. Her facial is so transformative that she actually goes all the way down the arms.
She works for Witness Relocation?
She is amazing.
I love that.
Amazing.
I would just love that. I would make sure that happened, and then I could just go to sleep. Because I wouldn't want to get up after that.
There are people who have her come over so they can go to sleep.
Nice. I know there are some makeup artists, by the way, who have some celebrities that have their makeup done while they're sleeping.
Oh, yes, they do.
So they'll go to the makeup trailer or whatever it is they're getting it done, and they have this, reclining, and they'll lay back and they'll be asleep while their makeup artist is working on their face.
Isn't that nice?
I couldn't do that.
I couldn't.
Yeah, I can't sleep. All right. So, and by the way, at the end, we're going to have something special for you if you want to order something from Tatcha.
Special surprise.
Just hold off on the ordering because I don't want you to miss it. Because it's going to be good. By the way, Jeannie said that she needs the sound to be louder. Well, Jeannie, that's not something we can control on our end, but a lot of it has to do with what device you're listening to it on. Some of the older devices don't have good audio. Sometimes if it's a smaller device, like a phone or something, the audio isn't good. And one of the things that I know a lot of people will do, especially if they're on a phone or a tablet, is they'll put in earbuds.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And plug it into the jack, and that really helps with the audio. And I know it's not convenient, and I'm sorry, I don't have a better alternative for you at this point. We are consistently looking for ways to improve this. So if any of you are in the business and have suggestions, we would love to hear them because we are learning as we go. And you'll notice that earlier tonight, I learned how to fix our lights.
This woman can do anything.
I have a ratcheting screwdriver, and I can fix the lights. Okay.
Amazing.
Okay. Charlene said they could do that to me while I'm sleeping. A bomb could go out and I wouldn't hear it. That's good, Charlene. I can't sleep at all. Anything wakes me up.
I'm the same way.
Fitriana said, "Can you use Clarisonic for 20s only? That's how you reuse rice enzyme powder." I'm not sure what she means, but I know that I use the Clarisonic with my rice enzyme powder.
A lot of people do.
And I love it. I use the oil first, and then everything's clean, and then I do the rice, again, wet hands, wet face, put it all over, and I take my Clarisonic, a little bit of water, and I do my Clarisonic, and I rinse it all off. So I hope that's helpful. All right. Oh, thanks, Bobby. Bobby said we look fabulous tonight.
Oh, thanks, Bobby. I'm like self-conscious that I left my face like sideways and weird because I did the mask in the beginning.
No, it looks really good.
Everything good?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I thought there would be more of a difference. I was a little worried because I wasn't sure how that worked with the full fat. But you look great.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, no, you really do. Here, you want to see yourself?
Thanks.
There you go. Okay. Tess Ann was saying, everybody talks about lower circles, but what about anything for the upper eyelids? Any hints or suggestions? Or
For darkness or for puffiness?
Well, I think anything for the upper eyelids, because I think a lot of people struggle with that.
Yeah, you know, the good news is it's the same thing. It's very easy. You have to have the right moisturization, and then also massage is also going to help, as long as you're never pulling at the skin. We also have eye masks that are like that sheet mask that I put on where I looked a little bit crazy, but they're cut out just to fit around the eye. They start here, and they go up. It's a custom shape that's like it almost looks like a Nike swoosh.
Okay.
It goes up like that. And so it's going to get a lot of the eye, but the right eye cream is going to help. The other thing is salt. Salt is a major culprit of kind of looking puffy around the eyes.
Don't take away my joy.
I know.
Do not take away my joy.
I love salt.
You could put a salt lick in my kitchen.
Every time before I go on air, I don't eat salt for 2 days.
Oh my gosh. When I was younger, I grew up in a small town. We all had horses. And they, it was a small town. We didn't have stables. We had a big pasture, and all the horses were out in the pasture. And I remember, because, everybody in the community who had kids who had horses would share the responsibility of caring for the horses and going and feeding them in the winter time and things like that. So I remember going out with my dad in horrible cold.
That sounds amazing.
Feeding the horses. And by the way, Snowflake, don't think I've forgotten Snowflake. That was a mean horse. And we had grain. Snowflake would come in tush first and kicking everybody to get the grain.
No.
He'd clear everybody out, and then he'd put his nose in there. My dad stopped that, I'll tell you right now. But they would have the big salt licks. It's a big cube of salt. It's a hard cube of salt that's held together because horses need salt.
They need the salt.
And so they will, they'll just go by and they'll just lick the salt lick until it's gone, and then you put another one up there.
That is so funny.
So I really want one of those.
I mean, salt is essential for we actually need salt.
It's essential for happiness.
But too much salt is a major culprit for all puffiness, including around the eyes.
And it is one of those things that can change at different points in your life. I think sometimes now I eat a lot of salt and I notice the next day that I'm, a river that's holding water. It's actually more like a balloon. It's not going anywhere. I mean, I noticed that I hold water. When I was younger, I could eat all the salt I wanted. It didn't matter. But, it changes. So if you're saying, oh, that never happens to me, maybe it didn't used to, but always pay attention because, as you said, our skin is very dynamic. Our entire physiology is very dynamic. So, don't assume. You know what they say about assuming. Krista was asking about how your red lipstick is on blondes.
Oh, that's a great question.
It was made for a blonde.
It was made for a blonde, yeah, even though it was the original red that the geisha wear. And when it comes back out, and you guys are going to get an exclusive look at it when it does, we have a page where you're going to see it on different skin tones.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So again, make sure that you're signed up for the email. LisaRobertson.com. Just sign up for the beauty giveaway, and your email is already in the system.
I'm so excited about your website.
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun.
I love the content on there because it's always something where I feel like I'm learning, where I'm in a community, where I'm supported, where I don't have to feel embarrassed that I don't know how to do something.
We're going to do more.
You've been my styling guru since day one.
Oh, thanks, honey.
True story.
We're gonna do more on there. We're gonna rip you into helping us too, just to let you know.
I would do anything she ever asked me for.
Oh, thanks. Tracy was saying that she loves the exfoliating powder.
That makes
I
me
agree
so
with you.
happy.
And she says she has to try the Indigo. And very quickly, the Indigo, I know, is some of your moisturizers.
Yes.
You call them Indigo because they literally do have a blue color to them.
Yeah. So Indigo, we think about it as a blue dye for jeans. It turns out that it's actually a plant, and in Japan, their natural Japanese indigo is different than what's in jeans, and it has an active in there that's highly anti-inflammatory. It's fantastic. So we put that active into a body butter, a hand cream, a face cream, and also now an enzyme powder for people who have ultra-sensitive skin. So the enzyme powder that is for ultra-sensitive skin is blue, and it has colloidal oatmeal, the indigo, the rice extract, but no papaya extract, because that could be too active for people with like rosacea and eczema on their face.
But again, if you want to try it, wait till the end of the chat, because we're going to have something. And if you order something now, then later on you're going to go, oh, I can't believe I didn't wait. So just start making your list. Get a little list.
Definitely
Make a little list. Get it all ready. Renee is asking, are your products unscented?
Oh, that's a great question. Okay, so many of the items are unscented, including the enzyme powders, Obviously the blotting papers.
Yeah, I like the fact that they're unscented.
The Indigo face cream that we just mentioned for people with ultra-sensitive skin, rosacea, eczema, that's unscented and it's actually hypoallergenic. And then everything else has a natural fragrance in there. It's young bamboo and green tea, so you'll smell something like in the camellia oil.
Super mild, super.
But it's natural.
Yeah, because
so,
you know me, I don't wear fragrance,
No.
and I find fragrance overwhelming. And unfortunately, the older I get, the more sensitive to fragrance I become.
you know, I've never loved fragrance in skincare. I want it to feel
That was
sensorial.
an American thing. Europeans and Americans, they kind of do their skincare differently. And ironically, I like the no fragrance, which is more of what the American market does.
Yes.
Europeans, a lot of the European lines really have some heavy fragrances in them, which is, and I never understood that. So I was always glad that we were kind of on the side.
I love that.
There being options without fragrance or very mild fragrance. But if you're fragrance sensitive, you will love it.
Absolutely.
Very low
And the
key.
fragrance is all, and then everything is dermatologist tested to be non-irritating, non-sensitizing, so you never have to worry about that.
Also, Nancy was saying the sound could not be better. Thank you, Nancy. Liz was saying the earbuds work great for volume.
Oh, good.
Excellent. Oh, Diane said that she could hear better if we were sitting at her house. We will have to try that next time, Diane.
Can you invite us to your house?
Let us know the address. We'll punch it in the old GPS and we'll be right
Have iPad will travel.
Exactly. We really do have to do that sometime.
I would
We're just
love
gonna show
that.
at somebody's
Just
house.
show up at your house.
Hi!
I'm here to give you a facial. Lisa's gonna
You're
dress
the next
you.
contestant on.
We should do that.
What do you think the look would be on their face? They would be if someone showed up at my house unexpectedly. I would probably not be ready. I would die.
I don't know what I do if I showed up.
Oh, by the way, Dana wants you to please bring back the Plum Blossom lipstick. Do you have some more of that in stock?
Oh,
I thought I saw that on your website. Is it not in stock right now?
Dana, you're so sweet. I thought I had enough for 6 months. It was in and out in I think a week. I don't have plans to bring it back right now as limited edition, but
That's the look. Do you see the look?
I don't know what to do about that. I
Okay.
think Barney's might be out at this point too. There was a couple that people were hunting down. Email us.
Pay no attention to her. We are going to start a letter writing campaign. All right?
If
You,
enough people
me,
want it, I'll bring it back.
our tribe, we're going to get this figured out. Okay. We have direct connections.
You do.
We're going to get this figured out. If enough of us want it, she'll bring
is
it back.
true.
So we just have to let her know.
This
We'll
is
figure out how to do that. Okay. Oh, Marcia's asking about a good product for your neck.
Oh, that's a great question. There's a couple things with your neck. One is, generally speaking, anything that's great for your face you can bring down to your neck, even though the neck skin is very, very different. SPF on the neck is so important. It's part of the reason why the neck ages at a faster rate than the face, because it just is taking so much more sun. So SPF on the neck, really, really, really important. Exfoliation on the neck, hugely important.
But very gentle.
Yes. Oftentimes we exfoliate here and we don't take it down, so we have a color difference between face and neck, and then the neck, we wonder, it looks darker, it looks ruddier, it looks less smooth, and it's because of that. So I highly recommend exfoliating face and neck, but obviously something gentle, moisturizing face and neck, SPF face and neck.
Excellent. Now, I see here that I think we have about 12 minutes left. Is that right, Katie?
Wow, that went fast.
Okay. So what we're going to do right now with this 12 minutes is, first of all, I want to recap that the beautiful red lip set, that lip color that Vicky's wearing right now, that came directly from the geisha. Again, you brought it in twice. You thought you had a lot. It sold out very, very quickly both times. When that comes back in stock, if you are on our email list, LisaRobertson.com, just enter the beauty giveaway, and then you'll be on the email list. You're going to be the first ones to know that it's back. Before anybody else knows, you're going to get first crack at it.
First crack and maybe a special gift. So
Get out.
sign up here.
She's too good to me.
I love her.
I don't deserve it. Now, also, when you order, because I want to make sure we have a chance to talk about each of these.
Okay, big surprise.
Okay, so this is a wonderful ritual discovery kit. It's actually going to be, we're going to show you what's in it. This is on Tatcha.com, which is the only place I think you can get this right now.
Yes, there's
Tatcha.com.
for this one.
This is going to be about $59. We're going to show you what's in it, but here's the important thing about $59. If you go to Tatcha.com, and by the way, this comes in different skin types. We'll tell you about that. If you go to Tatcha.com and you place an order, and where it says promo code, put in your promo code. Put in our tribe. One word.
One word.
Our tribe. And when you place an order of $59 or more, you will get a free, amazing, beautiful eye cream.
Yes.
And you said, how long will that eye cream last?
So the one that I showed here is the full size.
And that you said was about a year.
This lasts way too long. This can last me a year. The little one that you are going to get on us, it's a deluxe travel size, is about 20% the size of this one. It lasts me at least a month. And the thing is, you touch your finger to it and you put it on, you don't scoop. It's so rich, you don't need very much of it at all.
And the value on that right now, it's on the website for $29. Whenever you go to Tatcha, now this is just today and tomorrow.
Yes.
By the way, it's just a couple days. So it's actually going to be Thursday and Friday night until midnight, right? Eastern time. Friday night, midnight, Eastern time.
9 p.m.
9 p.m. Eastern time, midnight Pacific time. From now until Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes.
You can buy $59 or more on Tatcha.com. Put our tribe in the promo code, and that's how you get that free $29 amazing deluxe travel size eye cream for nothing. It's just an extra bonus for you because you're part of our tribe, and you're also going to get the standard 3 samples.
Oh yes, you always get 3 samples for free.
Okay, so this is the Discovery Kit, and it comes with the beautiful, again, you can see I love the packaging at Tatcha. You take that sleeve off. Here's the box. You open it up. You can open your side.
Yep.
Here's your all information. Here is a wonderful deluxe travel size of the Camellia Cleansing Oil that I love. And this is, by the way, I believe the same size that's in our beauty giveaway right now. Yes. But only one person gets to win the beauty giveaway. You can all have this. And then you have the Deluxe Travel with the Polishing Enzyme Powder, which we love. Then you have this amazing, now this is the serum. This is the hydrating, or the brightening?
Yeah, so there's 4 different types of Discovery Kits. One for normal skin, oily skin, sensitive skin, and dry skin.
Okay.
And different ones have different serums. This particular one has a brightening serum, which is great for age spots, and sunspots.
Oh, good.
Yes.
And then we have?
This is the Ageless Enriching Renewal Cream, which is our richest, most anti-aging face cream. And this is great for dry skin.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is the dry skin kit
pieces
that we're looking at right now. There's 4 pieces, and they're different 4 pieces per skin type.
Right. So if you have dry skin, this is what you'll get. If you have sensitive skin, what are the 4 types of skin that you make the kits for?
Normal, oily, dry, and sensitive.
Excellent.
And if you have any questions about which one's right for you, feel free to email us at info@tatcha.com. And I'm happy to put that on our Facebook page so it's easy to find.
Yeah.
And we'll help you find the perfect ritual for you.
Excellent. Yeah. We'll have to add that to when we do the post with a link afterwards, info@tatcha.com. Okay. So, and this is one of the things where, I know that yesterday you were on all day, and that was a big kit, and I think that was great if you already know that you love Tatcha, but this is going to be perfect if you've never tried Tatcha, and you want to try it, and you want to try it very, very affordably. I also have to say that these are the 2 sizes that I travel with.
Yes.
Because I refill both of these.
Yes, they're both refillable. Everything here is refillable.
So I also love these because once I buy them once, then I have the little sizes that I refill and I take with me for travel. And they're the sizes that I can take even in the baggie with my carry-on. I don't have to check them.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. The list goes on and on. And again, you can refill these from your larger sizes. This is also a great gift if maybe you love Tatcha and your sister or your mom wants to try it, your best friend wants to try it. Great way to give them a gift and they can try it. You can keep the eye cream. Don't forget that when you order from Tatcha.com between now and Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time for the promo...
I got confused.
You got confused?
It's midnight.
It's midnight our time.
Right, because that's 9 p.m. Pacific. Yeah.
Katie, you're my brain. If you're confused, what are we doing here? It's midnight Eastern time. I'm so sorry. Okay, midnight Eastern time, 9 p.m. Pacific time. So, and from now until Friday night at midnight, if you order $59 or more on Tatcha.com, where the promo code goes, you just type in Our Tribe.
One word.
One word.
O-R-U-R.
And you're automatically going to get the $29 eye cream. So now, if you get the $29 eye cream, you're getting 5 pieces. Yeah. For this. And that you can order anything you want on the website. You can order those amazing blotting papers. You can order that fabulous face mist we were talking about. You can order that great mask that you were showing, that hydrating mask. Anything, any order that is $59 or more from Tatcha.com, whatever is in that order, doesn't matter. But we specifically wanted a lot of you to be able to try this. So you can try it for the first time.
Yeah.
And so that's only for us.
Only here.
And no one else.
I love that eye cream. I hope you love it too.
I think everybody will love it.
It's going to last a long time.
Love that. So that's one of the things that I was so excited about, because Vicky said that she wanted to come back. And I know that a lot of you had more questions, so we'll have to have her back again, because there's always more questions. We didn't get to all of them. Yeah, we definitely need to, we need to get back and answer more questions. So we'll have Vicky come back. But that's one of the things that I think is really fun, is that sometimes we're going to be able to offer you things that you're not going to be able to find anywhere else. And once again, if you're on the email, then you'll get an email about it too.
I love that.
Which is fabulous.
Yesterday was International Women's Day.
That's true.
It was. And one of the most amazing things to me about all of this is not only do I get to take care of your skin, which means the world to me, but we together get to take care of girls around the world who otherwise wouldn't get a chance at a great education. So thanks to Lisa and thanks to you guys. As of Christmas, 2 years into our partnership with Room to Read, we've already funded over 1,500 years of school for incredible girls.
Wow.
And every single time that you're buying anything for yourself, a full-size purchase is going to fund a day of school for a developing girl. So because of International Women's Day, it just made me reflect on how wonderful and special all of this is. You inspire me.
Aww.
And so we wanted to bring this really as a thank you to you, and a thank you to you for making it possible for us to make a difference in the world out there.
I have to say that Vicky started working with that amazing, amazing organization,
Such a good organization.
way before she could afford it, way before, the company was profitable. And it's kind of an example of who she is. She's very passionate about it. And the amount of good that you've been able to do is just amazing. And I used to love when we were on the air, we'd get off the air and she'd say, you funded this many days of school.
That's how we think of everything.
Yeah, it was so great.
I think that people want that out of the companies that they support, though. I think that they expect that. I expect it. So I thank you for the opportunity. And I hope that you enjoy this little gift that we wanted to put together just for you. So you got to sign up at lisarobertson.com.
Right, so you can just, if you're already on an email list, then you'll get an email about this tomorrow. If you want to be on our email list so that you'll always be in the know about this kind of special deal.
Oh, like the red lip that's coming back.
Like the red lip that's coming back. Then go to lisarobertson.com and you can sign up for the emails. Or if you sign up for that big, amazing beauty giveaway, then you're already on the email list, because that's your email. So that's definitely a great way to go. So we will definitely have Vicky back. Thank you so much. Everybody's saying thank you.
Oh, I love you guys.
Yay.
Oh, it's always like a big virtual hug.
It
I
is.
love you guys so much.
Yay. Oh, and very quickly, and people asked about the lip balm. You have a great lip balm. Can you tell us about the lip balm very quickly?
Oh, I love that lip balm. It's made out of camellia oil. It's almost 100% natural, and it has a piece of hand-laid gold leaf on top. There's just this one little guy in Japan who has to hold his breath and lay that little piece of gold down. And if it wrinkles, it's a no-no. But so when you put it on, you just get this little scoop, including the gold, and then you rub it into your lips, and it actually, it feels so good. It makes your lips plump and beautiful, but it doesn't leave them greasy. It's so effective, actually, that it's more like a lip treatment. People who use Accutane, who get really, really, really dry lips, they tell us all the time it's the only thing that brings them comfort to their lips. But I love that lip balm. It might be sold out right now, though. It's often sold out.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
So you can go on Tatcha.com and look for it. And if it's sold out, then we'll, if it's sold out now when it comes back in, can you send me a note? I'll let you guys know. Yeah. Yes. And then we'll let you know on that one. So a lot of good things. These are the kinds of things that I'm hoping we can do for you more often, because I love having little special things that nobody else has.
I would love that.
Love that. And we're going to go ahead and sign up. Vicki, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I love you guys.
It's so great seeing you.
Thank you.
These are the fastest hours.
So much fun. I love you guys.
Bye.